So a few months back, if you go through my channel, I actually made a Balatro clone, and I believe it was Claude Sonnet 3.5, was it? I don't remember, but it was a blast, and it was insanely difficult, and I was absolutely just it was a fucking crazy time. It was really hard to do. It worked. It barely worked with fucking masking tape. It was held together by duct tape, and it was pretty much unusable when it came to like the final project because I had reprompted a few things and the game completely broke. I had re-upload re pushed my changes to my repo. It broke the repo. Uh, it was just an absolute shit show. But the final project actually showed some promise. Certain things were there. It essentially met the MVP, and by MVP, it was just the bare minimum of what a Balatro clone would be. And I was pretty satisfied, even though it took me a tremendous amount of effort to get something that somewhat worked. But fast forward, we got Gemini 3, and we got Claude's Opus 4.5, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And we also got Claude Sonnet 4 or 4.5. And I said, "Why don't we try this one more time?" And, just for fun, I went on the website. I have Windsurf, and I tried it there too. Claude Opus is basically unusable when it comes to the Claude website. You can't really make much there, which is unfortunate because a lot of people pay the $20 a month and they can't really use it. I would recommend just use either Cursor or Windsurf because it's going to be so much easier to use those credits. Those credits go a long way, especially in Windsurf. And I basically prompted both Opus 4.5 and Gemini 3 to make me a Balatro clone, and it was just supposed to be just some random, just one of, "Let's see how this works," kind of situation. Let's see where we're at when it comes to AI and coding, and it blew my fucking socks away to the point where I'm like, "I have to make another video about this because this is pretty fucking cool." The amount of shit I got done, within the span of a day with a few prompts and just trying to put the feelers out when it comes to Gemini and Opus. I will say this project is Gemini 3 because Opus 4.5 was, I don't know, it just came out. People are raving about it. They're saying this is the best ever, but it's really not working for me as well as it's not blowing my socks off like everyone on Twitter keeps saying. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Windsurf doesn't have it correctly. Oh, I will also say they dropped an IDE, Google. They dropped anti-gravity and it sucks ass. I according to me and my experiences, and I came to find out later through the experiences of other people on Twitter, it defaults to Gemini 2.5 after a while because the rates are really weird on the anti-gravity IDE. So, and it was confirmed later that from someone at Google that anti-gravity does switch back and forth from Gemini 3 to 2.5 depending on the prompt and the task, and this is to mitigate, rate limits, which is really interesting that they never said that before, and it's very obvious that it uses 2.5, so I recommend against it. If you're gonna use Gemini 3, just don't use that IDE for the moment. Use Windsurf or Cursor. I will say that the best and purest form of Gemini 3 is going to be in the AI Studio website because even in Windsurf, I felt like it was lacking compared to the AI Studio. That being said, going back to the Balatro clone, I did do Balatro clone in Opus 4.5 and Gemini 3 on Windsurf. I used a lot of credits. Most of the credits went with Opus 4.5 because it's really expensive, and I wasn't wowed with the final product. Even though it's way better than it was before the 3.5 Opus, I just found that Gemini 3 is the way to go for me, at least when it comes to making these fun little dumb games, these clones, and, making them my version while still making them as fully functional and as accurate to the actual game that I'm cloning, and anyways, this is the final project. This is the final product. It's, for some reason, they called it Metro Deck, and I was absolutely baffled by how much stuff it got into the game. It's pretty much a full-on clone, as close to a full-on clone as you can get without having to actually get down and, like, make assets and, you know, dig into the code yourself. This all vibe coded, and, this went through so many iterations because I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna make it look like, and if I go to my screenshots, the game looked quite a bit different. I have this one here. So this is what it looked like. I actually really loved how this looked, but it was not gonna work if I wanted it to be responsive on mobile. It looked absolutely horrible on mobile, but it was amazing. It actually was not bad, but I didn't wanna overthink or, like, just over prompt when it came to, trying to hammer this into just going on mobile. It was just kind of futile. I found some limits when it came to uh, Gemini 3 on Windsurf, when it comes to certain prompts. So I just didn't wanna push it, and I just decided to prompt it the, image of what Balatro actually looks like and told it, "Just stick to what works and do something like this," and, that's essentially what we got here, which is, essentially what looks like a reskin of Balatro, and it works like a fucking charm. It works exactly like you'd expect it. You can take the cards and move them around, whatever. The cards are a little wonky because I had an issue with the resizing and the responsiveness on mobile. The cards were really smooth before, but this all just gets fixed with one prompt. Uh, and yeah, it counts all the hands exactly like you expect them. I have options in run info. I have dark mode. I have the scan lines and sound effects. And you have this round score that basically fills up uh, with um, with your score until it hits 100%, and then it moves you on to the next blind. You could skip blinds here, and you get tags. Yeah, it implemented tags. It implemented, I believe it's around 50 jokers at this point. It has all the tarot cards, all the planet cards. It has, I believe it has all of the spectral cards as well. And you can also see the score preview here for your particular hand. This is three of a kind, three twos, and it shows perfectly what's going on. It shows your hands, your discards, the money you have, the ante you're in, the round you're in, and the run info from your the level of your hands. Once you upgrade the level of your hands, it will show here. It will show your deck and your discarded cards, and in your deck, it will show. By the way, it shows how many chips each card represents, as well as the thing that I could not get running on my last clone of Balatro, which is the special cards from Jokers and Spectral cards and Jokers, uh, tarot cards that alter your hand cards. So now you can have, you can basically have all the special cards from lucky cards to, is that what it's called? Lucky card to steel card, gold card, stone card, and they all look different too. So let's play around here. There's some visual discrepancies. So minor. It's not even like a big issue. And as you can see here, the round score upgrades as well. This little bar that fills up. I had it set up differently where the whole thing filled up and it looked really cool, but that got, prompted away. I could prompt it back in, but as it stands right now, it's really good. By the way, I will share all of this on the comment on the description. There will be a link for this. You can download the repo, edit the repo, do whatever you want with the repo. It's up to you. It's pretty far along when it comes to like a true clone without it being like a complete rip-off copy. And you can see the rewards, you can see the target, the size of the bind, what bind you're on, and it like I said, it works like a fucking charm. Let's restart the run here so we could play around. So you got two pair. There's the calculations. It tells you exactly how many chips you get from each hand. You also get the cool little sound effects from the score, and the sound effect changes pitch the higher the hand is. So, and I think it also changes pitch after it reaches 100%, and if you still keep scoring, the pitch of the sound changes. So it's such a good clone. Um, I think I spend in windsurf credits around I want to say anywhere from like 50 to 70 credits making this. It was not bad, especially when I was just trying to figure out how to do all this. Uh, you got your discards. Uh, it it aligns your cards approximately how they should be ordered. The lower cards are go usually to the left side. The higher cards usually go to the right side, and everything works exactly as expected, which is awesome. Uh, so let's try to win this round here and take a look at the shop. So as you heard, it does change the pitch of the sound, and uh, yeah, you got basically all the stuff, all the logic from the Joker cards, the Spectral cards, the Planet cards, uh, the tarot cards is all completely logical and all works accordingly. This would be a perfect spectral card to get, so we could show off some of the cool stuff. So sets money to zero, creates a random joker, a rare one. So let's get this one. Let's also get this tarot card, which enhances one selected card into a glass card, so we could see what glass cards look like. Fortunately, we can't get anything else, so we'll go on to the next round. And let's create a random joker card. Let's see. There it is. It shows the rarity and it shows the exact effect, the intended effect, and what it does, and it works perfectly. Uh, I had an issue with a point 0.5 multiplier that I had to iron out because it would count point 0.5 multiplier per each scored card, so that was fixed accordingly. And let's also see what the glass cards look like. And it comes with an amazing effect that I found on Twitter. I'll link that in the description as well. But this is really cool, and uh, we can actually take a look at it a little better if we turn off the scan lines. As you can see, it has this. You can have this on hover effect that shows off amazingly the effect here. I don't know if it looks different on light mode here, but it's so cool and it works as intended. So let's just play this card. And the card got destroyed. So yeah, this I'll post this. I'll put this the information on the description. It's such a good build, and it took a few hours. It's amazing what Gemini is doing. Opus, I'm still not convinced. I will keep looking at it, but as far as we stand, I think Gemini is the way to go. If at the very least, if you're trying to clone stuff or do fun little projects like these, I still hold that Gemini 3 is best on Google Studio, the AI Studio, followed by either Windsurfer Cursor, and the very last thing you should ever pick is probably anti-gravity because it's not very transparent when it comes to when it switches from Gemini 3 to Gemini 2.5. So, yeah, let me know. I'm working on a gotcha game that is coming out fucking phenomenal that I would also post about, and that one's probably coming later in a few days or something. But yes, amazing stuff.
Girl, you light up the room like a star in full bloom. Every time I see your smile, I wanna stay for a while. Girl, you're my dream come true.